back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jay and this channel is all about makeup, lifestyle, and super fun videos. So if you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, and let's get started. So today's video we are doing the drugstore makeup tag. There's all kinds of tags all over YouTube, and I did this super pretty eye look today. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I'm sure you've seen it in another video. I reapplied a full face of makeup because I didn't want this eye look to go to waste. This is not drugstore. This is actually the Pat McGrath Mothership 5 palette. So this eyeshadow is not even relevant to what we're doing today because we're talking about all things drugstore makeup. Everything on my face aside from my eyes and my eyebrows. There's some of these products I use, but I actually use the Fenty pencil to fill in my brows. But aside from that, my base, my lip, all of that is drugstore, and I use a lot of the products that I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Also, disclaimer, I love drugstore. We've talked about this before. Those questions, you're only supposed to give like one answer unless it asks for multiple, but I have multiple for like every question, so I'm gonna apologize in advance. So the first question says, if you could only use one drugstore / affordable brand, what would it be? A lot of these questions are very tough for me because, like I said, I'm a drugstore girl, so I'm crazy about drugstore products. There's a lot of brands that I really love, so I had to like dig deep and just decide like which brand from the drugstore am I just like obsessed with, and or like that has a lot of products I'm obsessed with. And I went with NYX. Guys, I love e.l.f. and I was gonna say e.l.f. but I feel like I talk about e.l.f. so much, and I'm gonna talk about e.l.f. a whole lot in this video. So the other brand I went with was NYX because I have a lot of products from NYX that I actually really love, that I'm obsessed with, and I'm gonna share a few of them with you guys right now. So the first product is actually this Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil from NYX. I love this product. Did I do a full face using this? Like a full face of NYX? I feel like I did when I used this. This is such a good tinted moisturizer. There are so many tinted moisturizers on the market, and everybody wants tinted moisturizers during the summertime, which is great. However, I'm the kind of person where I don't really love tinted moisturizers or BB creams because I feel like if I'm gonna put something on my face that's really gonna do nothing for my face, I might as well just not wear makeup. But this from NYX is literally like a lightweight, your skin but better foundation. It's just like that minimal amount of coverage you want, where you feel like if you just like a full face of concealer kind of look, it gives you that look, but it's so lightweight. I'm obsessed with this and I use it all the time in the summer. Another NYX product that you guys have heard me rave about a lot is the NYX Bare With Me Prime Set and Refresh Spray. This is like my third bottle. It's really good. They came out with another one that has like the CBD oil or the CBD something in it. I hate it, but the original one is bomb.com. These are my OGs, and we're gonna talk about these later, but the NYX matte bronzer and the ombre blushes I'm obsessed with. They came out with these a while ago, and they definitely have different blushes and bronzers now, but these OG ones are just so good. These glitter gold liners from NYX, I use these all the time. They are just perfection, and all of this stuff is very inexpensive. I also recently discovered this, but the NYX Control Freak like brow gel, I really like this, surprisingly, because you guys know that I'm an OG stan for my e.l.f. Brow gel, but the one from NYX is really nice. I also love the NYX eyeliner, the Epic ink liner. The NYX lippy pencils are also another recent discovery. These are the slim lip pencils. They are so good. I really like them a lot. I talk about them all the time. I use them a lot in a lot of my newer videos. So yeah. And then the OGs from NYX. If you don't have anything from NYX, you definitely have these, and that is the NYX Butter Glosses. The Butter Glosses are just a gift from God. They are amazing. They come in a bunch of different colors. It's actually the gloss that I have on my lips today. I'm obsessed with them, and there's, like I said, there's so many of them, so it's not possible for you not to find a single butter gloss that you like, because it comes in so many different colors, and they smell delicious, and they feel lightweight, and they make your lips look nice and juicy without being that sticky, goopy kind of lip gloss. So NYX is definitely one of my top 3 favorite brands. Question number 2 says, what's the most underrated drugstore / affordable brand? And I went with JCat. I don't hear a lot about JCat. I do hear some things about it, but I feel like there's so many really good hidden gems. The Prismetals, like these little creamy pigment pots, they come in a bunch of different colors. They are so good. They're so nice and creamy, and they look bomb on your eyes. And actually, the Precision Eyebrow Pencil from JCat Beauty is actually really, really bomb. Like, I'm almost out of this because I've just been using it up so much. Like, this is how much I have left. I need to buy another one, but these two products from JCat are so good. And JCat has a lot of other really good products as well. If they just got their formulas together for some things and they fixed their color range, they would like really be. So the next question we have is, what is the most overrated drugstore / affordable brand? And I went with Morphe. Morphe is overrated for so many reasons, and this is not me being shady. I've talked about Morphe and why I kind of stopped showing you guys this, because obviously I paid my money for this. I have 3 of these and I still really do like it, but I stopped showing it on my channel because I just don't support Morphe. There's just a lot of issues with Morphe as a brand. There's just like so many things that they've just done wrong, and they had so many issues with like palettes being bad and a lot of stuff going on with people having issues with customer service, and it was just, I've never ordered anything from Morphe. I got this from Ulta, and I've never owned any Morphe palettes. I used to want them because they were so hyped up, but I just feel like I can live without Morphe, so I just think Morphe is overrated. If you like Morphe and you still support Morphe, that's fine. That's your business. You do what you want to do. However, I'm okay with not investing my money in Morphe. Number 4 says, what is your favorite drugstore product under $5? My favorite drugstore product is this bad boy right here. You guys know that I just recently got this and I'm obsessed with it. This is the Essence Lash Princess, and it is amazing. I'm obsessed with this mascara. I really, 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 really love it. Essence has so many hidden gems, and this, I want to say, is only like $4 maybe. It's so good. Question number 5 says, what is a hidden gem from the drugstore that no one talks about? So I've showed you a few hidden gems, but I'm going to show you another one because this one really surprised me. So this right here is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Powder. And I can't remember why I bought this. I was testing it out for some reason. And, oh, I think I did like the lowest price items at Ulta or something like that. And so it looks like this. And it's like a stick with, look at me with concealer on my hand. But it's just like a stick. Then this little thing is just like filled with brow powder. But I actually really, really like this. Like, when you use this to fill in your brows, it just looks so effortless. And like, it just, I don't know what it is about this. I'll link that video down below so you guys can see what it looks like on my brows. But this really is a hidden gem. It is messy, and the packaging, if they could just develop the packaging a little bit more, like, I feel like this could really be popping. But this is so good, and it is very inexpensive. 6 says, what is your this one I struggled with, but it says, what is your favorite drugstore foundation? Okay, favorite as in like just pick one, but you guys know I couldn't. 2 drugstore foundations that I'm really obsessed with, and I did Foundation Fridays on them, so if you want to check that out, I'll also link that down below. But the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the dewy version, the matte version, or the original version they came out with, it was okay, but I didn't really love it. But this one, if you have dry skin or if you have combo skin, I feel like people with oily skin also did end up liking this. Obviously, you have to accommodate it to make it work for your skin, but this foundation is so good. And then the other one that I really, really like is the Milani Screen Clean Foundation. This one is also really, really good. So these are probably my 2 favorite drugstore foundations. 7 says, what products do you tend to buy more of at the drugstore versus high-end? Pretty much everything. Like I say all the time, I'm a drugstore kind of girl. I better spend my money at the drugstore because I feel like I can get the same kind of look for way less money. However, things that I absolutely positively will not buy from like high-end brands unless I'm doing like a dupe video or something are lip liners. You guys know ColourPop, NYX, the LA Girl ones. There's so many different brands that have bomb lip liners, and I just feel like, why would I spend, even though I recently did get some from MAC, again, it was for a dupe video, but why would I spend money at MAC or for the NARS ones or any other brand when I feel like ColourPop and NYX and all the other drugstore brands do the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just like to buy luxury and you like to buy high-end, that's fine. But I just feel like drugstore lip liners are just as good, if not better, in my opinion. That also goes for like lipsticks and a lot of lip products. I just feel like I don't need to splurge on those kind of things. Mascaras is another one. There are some high-end mascaras that I really do like. Like the e.l.f. one is a really good. The Superhero mascara is probably one of my favorites. The Urban Decay Perversion, the mascaras from Pat McGrath, they are bomb. However, I just feel like they're really good mascaras at the drugstore, so I feel like you don't need to splurge on it. Something else that I feel like you don't need to splurge on are lashes, okay? I know everybody wants Lily lashes and everybody wants to buy all the high-end lashes, and that's great. However, Ardell lashes are all that I buy. I currently have on my Demi Wispies right now, like always, but I love me some Ardell lashes. I just feel like, why would I need to splurge and pay $40 for a pair of lashes when I can pay $10 for a whole pack of 5 that I can use over and over and over? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's some things not really necessary for you to splurge on. Question number 8 says, what drugstore brand do you think is overpriced? Now, this one I had a hard time trying to decide on, because I feel like if anything's overpriced, I just don't buy it. Like, a lot of this stuff that I have from the drugstore, I don't think anything probably cost me more than $20. I just don't think some things are worth spending that much money on. So I don't personally have anything that I feel like is overpriced. However, the brand Pixie, I've always wanted to try, because a lot of people talk about the Pixie like glow spray and the tonic stuff, whatever. But Pixie is very expensive, and that's why I've never bought anything from them. I don't know how good they are. I can't tell you if they're worth the money or not, but I just feel like Pixie is very expensive, and I'm not that interested to try to find out. Question number 9 is, what's your favorite drugstore dupe? One that I recently discovered was the Milani Weekend Brow, which is a dupe for the Glossier Brow Flick. You guys, this Milani Weekend Brow, if you have not tried it yet, you really need to. It is so good, and I'm obsessed with it. If you like the Glossier one, or you try the Glossier one, you want to try the Glossier one, I'm telling you to get the Milani one. It's so much more affordable. It's more convenient, because this one you actually have to get from Glossier's website. This one you can just pick up at Ulta, or I think they have them at like most drugstore places now, because this was kind of new and sometimes it takes a while for the new products to come in. But I think at this point you can definitely just run into like CVS or maybe even Target to pick it up. But I just like this one a lot, and I like it a lot better than the Glossier. And this one, I've never ever tried the MAC Skin Finishes, but I feel like this is supposed to be a dupe. So this is the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in the shade Radiance, and I used this today. I don't usually set my face, so I like to use this. I just take a big fluffy brush, I swirl it in here and just do it all over my face, and it just gives you like a nice glow to your face without looking like Sparkle City. Question number 10 says, what is the best drugstore eyeshadow formula? I picked 2, because you guys know I just can't pick one. This, I don't know, I feel like ColourPop is drugstore. I don't know if some people consider it drugstore or not, but ColourPop is definitely one of the best drugstore eyeshadow brands. They do it right, and I feel like they do it right all the time. I don't have a single palette from ColourPop that I don't like. So this one's the California Love palette, and the other one is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collab. This is her Dream Street palette. I have more ColourPop palettes because they're just that good, but I just got out these 2 to show you. So I think ColourPop has amazing eyeshadow formula, and e.l.f. Oh my gosh, has definitely come a long way. But these e.l.f. little bite-sized eyeshadow palettes are so good. They have other eyeshadow palettes that I really like too, and the formula is pretty decent. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but these bite-sized ones are so good. If you haven't gotten them, I've told you like 30,000 times, I don't know what you're waiting for. You need to try them. They're only like $3, so go get you some. Number 11 says, what's the worst drugstore eyeshadow formula? I'm sorry. I love NYX. We've already established that. However, NYX's eyeshadows are just not it for me. I used to have the like little palette eyeshadows. I forgot what they're called, but they come in like a bunch of different colors. I'll put up a picture on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. But I used to have like 3 or 4 of those, and I liked them, but I felt like I had to work so hard to make them look really good on the eyes. They just, something about the formula just needs to be tweaked. Like, it's trying to be good, but it doesn't get there. So that's why I think they're overpriced anyways, because some of their palettes are like $30, and I'm like, whoa, hold your horses. You do get a lot of eyeshadows, but just the formula that NYX has for their eyeshadows just aren't that great. And I just feel like if they just, I don't know what it is about it, if they just tweak something, it could be better. But I do think they're just overpriced in general. So NYX is probably going to be the brand that I say doesn't really have the best formula. I'm sorry, I love NYX. Question 12 is Drugstore brand you used to love but aren't crazy about anymore. This question I had to think about because I feel like a lot of the brands that I started with I'm still using, but I did realize that I don't really use CoverGirl anymore. These I've had for a while. Well, not this mascara. I did actually just re-up on this mascara because I used to use this all the time. When I first got into makeup, my sister introduced me to the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and I still really do like it. However, I just feel like I like those products from CoverGirl, but I just don't find myself buying CoverGirl. 13 says, Drugstore product you didn't expect to like but totally wowed you. So the Drugstore product that I didn't expect to like but totally wowed me was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Now, like I said, e.l.f. was my OG brand. It's the brand I started with. I've been rocking with e.l.f. for a very, very, very long time, and I've been through all of the powders that e.l.f. ever had. Like, I've been through all of them. I've been through the flashbacks. I've been through the this looks very Casper the Ghost on you. I've been through the this is just making your skin very dry. I've been through all of that. So when they came out with this Halo Glow powder, I was just kind of like, okay. But then when I actually tried this powder, and I have it on today, I was like, e.l.f., let me find out that you really got a powder that's not giving me flashback, that doesn't look Casper the Ghost on me, that doesn't dry my skin out. Like, I was very pleasantly surprised and very pleased with this powder. So, e.l.f., you be doing it. Question 14 says, your favorite affordable eyeshadow palette right now? I mean, need I say more? Question 15 says, what brand is most improved? You already know. If you don't know the answer to this, you don't know me and you haven't been watching my videos. So you should go subscribe right now and turn on that notification bell. The brand that I really feel like has improved, they have leveled up, they have glowed up, and they have done it so seamlessly and effortlessly, and it's just like, I can't get enough of them, is e.l.f. Like, I told you guys, I've been rocking with e.l.f. for a very long time. I love e.l.f. as a brand. I love the products they come out with. Like, e.l.f. back in the day, it used to be hit or miss. Like, there were some things that were okay, there were some things that were just horrible. But now, e.l.f. is just coming out with stuff that's just like left and right. Everything is so good. Like, these concealers, this powder, these shadows. Like, there's so many e.l.f. products that I have in my collection, which is why I really wanted to pick it to be the brand for me. But I feel like I talk about e.l.f. a whole lot, so I wanted to give another brand some shine. But e.l.f. is just like, e.l.f. is really that girl. Like, she just really, she showed up and she showed out, and I'm not mad at e.l.f. at all, and I applaud them for their glow up because they are really out here doing it. Number 17 says, the brand you feel like is dying out. The brand I feel like is dying out is going back to what I was saying earlier, and that brand is CoverGirl. I'm sorry. I was originally going to pick like Almay or Rimmel just because those brands, I just feel like they don't really appeal to anybody. I don't know anybody who's really like wearing Almay and Rimmel. I feel like there's some things here and there that people might buy, but I just feel like I don't hear about those brands anymore. And I just feel like it has a lot to do with their marketing. Their marketing strategy is just, it's not it. And the products they come out with, it's just, I don't know what it is about those brands. But I chose CoverGirl because I've noticed that throughout the years, CoverGirl kind of like dies out, and then she'll come out, or they'll come out with a bunch of products, and everybody's buying their stuff, and then they'll go back hush hush. Now, granted, you don't have to be like ColourPop, who releases stuff pretty much every Friday, but I just feel like the way CoverGirl has products that come out and they just kind of like, you don't hear about CoverGirl, and then all of a sudden they have a new collection. The brand might not necessarily be dying out, but I just feel like they're not as popular as they used to be in the old YouTube days. So, and then the last question, which is question 18, it says the drugstore product you've loved for years is the e.l.f. clear brow gel. It gets gross because obviously the gel is clear and then you put it in your black or your brown colored brows, and so it gets kind of gross looking, but I don't care. This is, well, it used to be only $1. It's like probably $2 or $3 now. I can't remember how much it went up to, but I have these like in backups like nobody's business, because out of all the brow gels I have, I will never stop using this one. I have been using this one since I started with makeup, and this is just, I don't know, there's just something about this brow gel that I cannot let go. It's just so good. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's super inexpensive and it's my favorite. I will never not use this. I'm sorry. And then these two that I talked about earlier, the NYX matte bronzer and the NYX ombre blushes. Honestly, these are probably expired. I did use them today, like they are currently on my face right now, but I've literally had these like actual ones in my hands for years. So they probably should be in the trash somewhere. This is what the matte bronzer looks like. It comes in a couple different shades. These used to be really hyped up because they were dupes for, I feel like it was the Too Faced bronzers. I've never tried those before, but the NYX ones are bomb. And then these ombre blushes are just so pretty. I have on Strictly Chic today, which is that orangey one, and they have like a little glow to them. I'm obsessed. I love these so much. They're so good, and again, I've had these for years. Probably should let them go. And then the last products that, these are new. These I have not had for years, but the NYX butter glosses. I have been wearing these for a very, very long time. I love them, and I don't know what it is about the formula of them, but it has not changed as far as I know for the years that I've been wearing them. Like, I feel like they're still the same. They still feel the same. They look the same, and they're just really good. I actually skipped a question, so we're gonna go back. I skipped question number 16, but it said, what is the best new line of products released from a drugstore or affordable brand? The Raw Beauty Christy line with ColourPop. That one is very talked about, and I haven't bought anything from ColourPop in a very, very long time. But from the reviews I've been seeing and the way they've been marketing it all over Instagram and stuff, I kind of do want to get my hands on that. So let me know if you've tried that out or if you're going to try that out. But I do actually want to try it because that one has been highly rated about and everything looks really good. So that was the final question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know some of your drugstore favorites or some things that you want to see me try out. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and don't forget to also subscribe to this channel and turn your notification bell because you don't want to miss any more fun videos. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.